What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to show you how to replace all three cabin air filters on your 2019 and newer Freightliner Cascadia. If you have a day cab, you're only going to have two. If you have a sleeper, you'll have three. So here's the first one. We've got the hood open, and on the HVAC box here on the firewall, you'll see there's this plastic door. We're on the passenger side of the truck. On this door, mine doesn't have it, but there's a little screw hole on the top left, down on the bottom right side as well. If you have screws there, you'll have to remove them. Since mine are missing, I'm not sure if there'll be a Phillips head, Torx, so you'll have to figure that out when you get there. Once the screws are removed, you're just going to slide the door downward. It has these notches on it. Pull it off, and then you can go ahead and remove your old cabin air filter here. The arrow should be facing towards your right, which would be facing towards the driver's side of the truck. I'll put a few product links down in the video description if you want to buy your new filters online, but here's the part number for the one we're using. And then you're just going to go ahead and make sure the arrow is facing the correct direction. Slide it into place. The writing should be facing you. Then we'll go ahead, line up the little notches for the door here, slide it back up into place. It should kind of click into position. And then if you had screws, you can go ahead and reinstall those. But as you see, it's not really necessary. A lot of people leave them removed for ease of maintenance. So that concludes the exterior cabin air filter on the day cabs and sleepers. Now we're moving to the interior for the sleepers and day cabs. We're on the passenger side here where it says pull. You're just going to reach underneath and pull it out towards you. There's a few clips that hold the panel in place. And then right down here, you'll see this dirty, caked interior cabin filter. Just going to reach in from the top and pull it out. You'll see all this gross dust come out. So I recommend getting a vacuum in there when you do this. This one's very overdue for changing, as you can see. So here's our replacement part number. I will also post link in the video description if you want to buy it there. Should be the same part number for the bunk cabin filter as well. Now the direction on these interior filters doesn't really seem to matter. They're not marked or anything, so we're going to go ahead and just kind of start slipping it into the channel here. I've got a PeopleNet black box in my way, so it's a little bit harder to access. You can see it there to the left, zip tied to the HVAC box, but just going to go ahead and get it started, and then you can see I'm reaching down and actually pulling it down rather than trying to stuff it down by pushing it from the top. That way it won't get all bunched up, because what it does is it kind of curls and wraps around the blower motor assembly. So you're just going to have to slowly inch it down, pull, 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 and really get your hand under there and make sure that you have it butted up against the beginning and the edge of the tray here where I'm pointing. It should be nearly flush with it and shouldn't have any bunching going on. And you can't see what's going on, so you have to feel the bottom. Now we just need to take our passenger side dash panel here and reinstall it. You'll see there's these little plastic white clips going around the edging of it. You'll need to get those into the slots on the dash. There's multiple of them going around, as you can see here. Make sure you get them all lined up before you start pushing. If you just try to force it, you may not have them lined up, and you'll end up snapping or folding the plastic tabs over, and well, then you're just kind of screwed. Also be careful on the right hand side where the grab handle is. You may need to tuck that portion behind the grab handle and start that end first, and then work your way towards the driver's side. Once you have all the dash panels clicked into place, you're all done there. If you have a day cab, you're all done at this point. If you have a sleeper, we're going to move here on the driver's side in the sleeper compartment right behind the driver's seat and pull straight out away from this cabinet. There should be a clip on each corner similar to the dash clips. It's a little harder to get out though because the bunk bed is in the way. Alright, now with that panel removed, we can get access here to the cabin filter for the bunk, and as you can see, this one is absolutely filthy as well. I'm just pinching it with my fingers and then lifting it straight up and kind of pulling it out at an angle. Just a mess in here. Oh yeah, beautiful. Again, it shouldn't really matter for this one what direction it faces, as it's not labeled. And this one's a little tricky since you don't have the best access, and you kind of have to feed it in at a diagonal angle. As you can see, imagine you're looking at the right bottom side of the filter. You want to tilt it down, and then you can see here it kind of just wraps around the blower motor in like a half moon shape, and then you just kind of gently wiggle and pull it down until it just bottoms out. And just like the front one, you want to make sure it doesn't bunch up. Okay, here you can see I've got it pretty much flush with the top of the plastic tray that it slides into. It's not all bunched up and it goes the full width. We got no problems here and we are ready to reinstall the panel here. You'll want to make sure this little cutout in the panel lines up with the vent on the floor here so airflow is not obstructed, and then line up your 4 white plastic clips, 1 in each corner, with the 4 corresponding slots in the bunk cabinet. There's also these 2 round holes on the top with corresponding plastic alignment studs on the panel. Click into place by pushing on it and we're done. Well, that is going to do it for this video. Again, I will post product links down in the video description if you want to buy your cabin air filters down there. And again, the interior 2 filters, the cabin one and the bunk one, should be the same part number. Just the exterior paper filter will be different. I'll post both of them down there. If this video helped you out, make sure you hit that like button, comment down below with any questions. Check me out on all the socials and check out my other videos here on YouTube. As always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.